You know, one of the things that we've known for a little while is that the Planet of the Apes franchise was going to continue, but that's all we've kind of known for a while, and it's kind of been stagnant. Well, that time is over because it just took some major leaps forward. As number one, we now have an official title for the new Planet of the Apes movie, and we've got a star for it. Deadline is reporting that the name of the new Planet of the Apes is, drumroll please, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is the new movie, is the name of the movie, and The Witcher's Freya Allan is going to be the star of the film. Now, we just found out about this just a few minutes ago. This comes to us from Deadline, who writes, 20th Century's next installment of the Planet of the Apes franchise is a go and has found its new star. Sources tell Deadline Freya Allan is set to star in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Deadline reported last month that Owen Teague was tapped as the lead ape of the picture, and insiders add that Peter McCann has also joined the cast. Production is set to start next with Maze Runner helmer Wes Ball directing the film. This film starts an all-new chapter in the Planet of the Apes saga, picking up many years after the conclusion of 2017's War for the Planet of the Apes, so they are keeping it in that continuity. The screenplay is by Josh Friedman, Rick Jaffa, and Amanda Silver, and Patrick Eisen. Joe Hardwick Jr., Jaffa, Silver, and Jason Reed are the film's producers, with Peter Sheridan and Jenno Topping executive producing. So we've got a title, we've got a star, we got our director, we got our writer. This thing's moving ahead. I'll be honest with you, I don't think they should be making this film. I really don't. I think this is a franchise that's played out. I think they should let Wrestling Dogs lie. I don't see any need for this film. Granted, there has never been a need for any film ever made. Granted, but I don't know why they're revisiting this one. I just don't feel a hunger for it. I don't feel a desire for it like, we do this show every day. I don't think once we've had somebody around a question that says, where the hell's the new Planet of the Apes movie? I don't think we've ever once in 5 years had that question come in. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think once we've had that question. So I don't know, Rob, I know you are more enthusiastic about this than me. What do you think?
Dude, you know, before Star Wars, I watched Star Trek, James Bond, and Planet of the Apes. We had 5 Planet of the Apes movies between 68 and 72. There was the live action series, the animated series. Planet of the Apes was the sci-fi franchise, John.
It was. Yes, it was.
It was the sci-fi franchise. Then, this will be the 10th Planet of the Apes movie, theatrical movie. Now, I love the fact that, when they were doing Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I was a little dubious. I was a little angry. I was mad. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? Until I saw it.
It was great.
It was great.
Yeah, it's great.
And then, of course, Matt Reeves cutting his teeth, making Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes, which I quite enjoyed, and the fact that they're going to make an in continuity continue on, because really that new trilogy does not contradict the first 5 Planet of the Apes movies. I mean, Tim Burton's film is an outlier. It's an outlier.
It's part of the multiverse.
Part of the multiverse. It's part of the Planet of the Apes multiverse. So for me, bring it on.
Although I do think it should have been Dawn, then Rise. That still irks me. Instead of Rise, then Dawn.
It's on a lot.
It's true.
And listen, don't misinterpret me. Like me saying I don't even think you should make this is not at all slight on those films, because those films are incredible. Let me rephrase. For the most part, those films are incredible.
Yeah.
I thought War for the Planet of the Apes showed that the franchise was out of steam. To be honest with you, I did not think it was very good. And one of the most horribly misleading ad campaigns ever, because 90% of the stuff in the trailers were not in the movie. But that aside, I just thought the franchise ran out of steam, but I do love 2.5 of those 3 movies.
I mean, look, I think one of the things about the Planet of the Apes films is they've always kind of had social commentary built into them.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm very curious, do the apes get social media? I don't know.
Anyway, Amy, what do you think about this? We've got a title, we got a star. By the way, I love who they've cast. I love her in Witcher. But what do you think about this?
I'm just picturing all the apes trying to learn a TikTok dance together. But yeah, I'm going to be honest. Not something that's really, fruit in my loops, not something I'm horribly excited about, but kind of, piggybacking off of what you said, Rob, I do agree. Sci-fi, even when it can feel a little played out.
Sorry to interrupt. See that picture? Yeah, not in the movie. That does not happen in the movie. Just sorry. I'm still pissed about that.
In my imagination, it did.
In my headcanon, it did, but that does not happen in the movie. Okay, sorry. Go on.
But I do agree. I think sci-fi, even when it feels, this franchise is a little played out. I'm not incredibly excited about it. If they can find something to make it feel relevant and make it feel fresh and make it feel like, yes, this is a movie that needed to exist in whatever that's going to be, 2023, 2024, maybe it'll knock my socks off. I don't know.
I hope it's good.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it's great. My favorite thing is when I see a movie that I think looks stupid and looks awful, and then I end up loving it. That's one of the best experiences as a film fan.
John, I also have to say that Planet of the Apes, when I first saw it for the very first time, was one of the most senses-shattering things I'd ever seen. It cemented my lifelong love of movies. That War of the Worlds I'd already seen, but I didn't know what Planet of the Apes was. And as a film fan, as a kid, I'm watching this movie. I'm like, oh, it's astronauts, because I watch stuff. When the apes show up in Planet of the Apes, I think I was 5, and you hear Jerry Goldsmith's score, and there's an ape on the back of a horse.
Which raises the question, how did they teach those apes to ride horses?
Again, for me, it was just magic.
Sorry, a little Shang-Chi in there.
It was magic. I know it's good. But it was so, the first Planet of the Apes movie is so vivid in my mind for that reason. It really changed my life.
All right, guys, question is for you. It looks like they've got a title, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and they've got a star for it as well. Everything is in place. This thing is a go. How do you guys feel about it? Are you super excited for it? Or are you more pessimistic like me, more enthusiastic like Rob? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, True Classic. This brand new sponsor has the absolute best fitting t-shirts that a man can buy. Finding the right t-shirt with a little bit of a dad bod is incredibly frustrating. Most t-shirts are either way too tight on your gut or look way too big and boxy. You're not in high school anymore, and it's time to upgrade. True Classic has already helped over 2 million men finally get a better fit at an affordable price. And the John Campea Show viewers and listeners get access to the best deal they offer. For a limited time only, get 25% off using the code CAMPEA at trueclassic.com. Look, you and I both know that almost all of men's t-shirts are designed to look good on skinny models with six-packs. But let's be honest, that's not most of us. True Classic tees taper off towards the bottom, but they fit tighter around the chest and shoulders. It's time to highlight your best attributes with a t-shirt that you can always confidently throw on. Like most of you guys, ever since college, I have always struggled to find proper fitting t-shirts that are comfortable. Well, True Classic, from the moment I put on the shirt they sent me, solves it. And True Classic doesn't just stop at tees. From polos and workout shirts with the same flattering fit. Upgrade your wardrobe with True Classic. Get 25% off at trueclassic.com with the promo code CAMPEA. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. 100% risk-free guarantee with a 30-day refund policy. Stay classy with True Classic. Your dad bod will thank you.